Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a wood tinkerer, also known as Chris Glitzos, and today I'm here to show you a really nice fun little project that I put together. A year ago I was sitting around and I was doodling with the pencil and I came up with this particular sketch. Once you have a good idea, it's best to keep it because you don't know when you're going to need it. In lieu of that, I actually started a nice journal, and in this journal I keep all of my future ideas. This particular clock and a sister clock is viewed on this page. In my journal I have more than 70 projects. Each one is set for a later date. I just can't hardly wait to get into them, and each one is actually a fun project to work with. So don't forget, if you have a good idea, take it down, write it down, do a diagram. You may never know when you're going to go back into it and look for something to actually produce for a friend, a family member, and so forth. This could also be very rewarding in itself, just having something to relate to and go back into the future. With no further ado, let me show you how this clock was actually put together. As you're going to see, I had a lot of fun with it, really enjoyed the project, very proud of it, came out really nice.
The material I used for this clock was a 1/2 inch by 6 inch oak and a 1/4 by 6 inch oak as well. I also used a poplar which was 1 inch by 6 inch in width. All these were cut to size. Unfortunately, I had to eyeball this since I was working off a drawing.
Give it a rounded corner. I'm not looking for a sharp corner, I'm just looking for a nice rounded corner. Unfortunately, the pieces are kind of small, so going through the router ain't going to help. All these pieces are going to require quite a bit of sanding by the time you get through. There's no way to get around it. If you want a nice piece and to look nice, you definitely have to do a lot of sanding. Trying to speed things up a little bit. Time to do some more sanding.
Boy, man, I'm glad that's over with. That was a lot of sanding. We're going to round top and bottom corner with a 3/4 inch round bit. We're going to cut both ends at a 45-degree angle. We're going to use a 2-inch hole saw to cut a hole right in the center of the 2x4 and 2 1/4 inch away from the 45-degree cut. Once all the holes are done, you're going to take the 2x4 and you're going to split it right down the middle. Then you're going to cut it once again from top to bottom so you could form the legs as shown.
We're going to get started to put the base together and to put the top. Next part will be actually putting together the body, the clock, and the face.
I have applied glue underneath the base, and now we are lining up the legs so we can fasten them to form the base of the clock. I am drilling 4 holes. They are about 1 inch right before every corner, and I'm using a scroll saw to cut out the face of the clock. Unfortunately, requires just a little bit more sanding. The fun is just getting started. This clock needs to have a face and at the same time a certain personality. The scroll saw is a big part of this to try to put it all together. You first need to drill a couple of holes so this way you can get rid of the internal cut-offs, and then you're going to proceed in cutting the external part of the smile, the eyes, the number 9, number 3, and number 6. Be careful because I had to do number 9 2 times and the number 3 4 times before I was able to do it right. And here are all the pieces lined up and ready to go. Now we need to make all the facial features nice and smooth and round. Once this thing takes shape, it really brings the life out of the piece. If you don't have anything mechanical, take a piece of sandpaper, but take your time with it because these are very, very delicate pieces.
I have your hour hand, your minute hand, and your second hand. I took some time to give it a paint because they come only in brass color. And this right here is your mini quartz clock movement. We are going to take all this together and we are going to install it right into our simple little face that we build. And here we go. First of all, you need to put a rubber gasket. Then you need to line it where the battery is down, like so. You hold it together. You put the washer in place, and then you put the nut in place. Then you take and you put your hour hand, you put your minute hand, you take the nut, and you hold it right here and you tighten it. You test it out to make sure it goes around. And then you take your second hand and you put that on top as well.
The hand's already cut and carved into place. Next thing we need to do is form the shape and soften the features on the arms and attach the hands to them.
This particular piece, the housing, is going to get screwed into the base and also on the top. I'm extremely happy how this piece turned out. I really enjoy the fun look of it. It came just like the way I had it actually sketched. What was so nice about it was there was a lot of interesting wood detail that I never did before. And this is where all the fun begins. This is a nice clock to put on the mantle. It came out extremely well, don't you think? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Thank you for watching. More new projects on their way. Bye now.